More than 35 years ago, the Menendez brothers were sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of their parents. Since then, they haven't set foot outside prison. But today, many things have changed. New evidence has emerged that could grant them freedom. Their family has consistently fought for a new appeal, and that fight is paying off. That's what we'll discuss here. Today on Charlietales, I'll tell you what has happened with the Menendez case and why they finally have a chance to obtain their freedom. Ready? Let's go. The Menendez brothers were convicted in 1996 of first-degree murder for killing their parents. They were sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Over 35 years have passed since they've been imprisoned. Despite this, Erik and Lyle Menendez have made a life for themselves in prison. They married remarkable women, their families support them, and they've dedicated themselves to helping other inmates who were victims of abuse. Over the years, the Menendez family has filed several appeals in hopes of a second chance at trial, but they never succeeded. Everything changed in 2023. That year, crucial new evidence came to light that changed everything. This evidence was presented in an appeal, which is still ongoing. If all goes well, the brothers will have a real chance of being released from prison. Talia Menendez, daughter of Erik Menendez, has been keeping the public updated on the status of the appeal. But first, who is Talia Menendez? She is the daughter of Tammy Menendez, Erik's current wife. The two married in 1999, while he was already serving his sentence. Tammy had a young daughter, Talia, from a previous marriage when she met Erik. Over the years, Talia grew very close to Erik, whom she considers her father. She has expressed her affection for Erik on many occasions, and even took his last name as if he were her biological father. As Talia grew up, she became a key figure in her father's fight for freedom. But what is the new evidence? We've discussed this in other videos, but I'll repeat it for those who are new here. In 2023, the testimony of Roy Rosello, a former member of the musical group Menudo, was revealed. Roy stated that when he was young, he was abused by the Menendez brothers' father, Jose Menendez. Additionally, Roy clarified that he wasn't the only victim. Many others suffered the same, though he can only speak for himself. This testimony came to light in a documentary titled Menudo Sigues Menendez in 2023. Roy Rosello's testimony is crucial for the Menendez case because it gives credibility to the brothers' claims. When they went to trial, they revealed that their father had abused them, and their mother covered it up. According to the brothers, this trauma led them to commit the murders. Unfortunately, there was no evidence of the abuse, so this claim was dismissed. The court believed the brothers were lying and that they killed their parents for money. Until now, the abuse the brothers suffered was supported only by their own testimony. But with Roy's testimony, everything changes. Another crucial piece of evidence is a newly discovered letter from Erik Menendez. This letter was written 1 year before the murders, in which Erik confides to his cousin Andy Cano about the terror he felt toward his father. I'll read the letter now. I've been trying to avoid Dad. It's still happening, Andy, but it's worse for me now. I never know when it's going to happen, and it's driving me crazy. Every night I stay awake thinking he might come in. I'm scared. You don't know him like I do. He's insane. He's warned me hundreds of times not to tell anyone, especially Lyle. As you can see, this letter shows us that Erik and his brother genuinely lived in fear of their father. This is significant because during the trial, the brothers claimed they attacked their parents in self-defense, out of the constant fear they felt toward them. But once again, no one believed them because everything was based solely on their testimony, and the idea was dismissed. But this new letter changes everything. Now there's evidence that the brothers didn't make this up after the murders, as the letter was written long before. Unfortunately, the letter remained lost for decades, and has only just been discovered. These two new pieces of evidence were presented to the court in 2023, granting the Menendez brothers a new appeal. However, we haven't received any updates yet, as legal processes take a long time. Progress in the appeal is expected to be revealed in 2024. Talia Menendez has reported these updates on her social media. According to her, the prosecution must make a decision on the appeal within the next 60 days. I'll read the words Talia posted on her social media. As everyone knows, there was new evidence proving the abuse they suffered after decades of not being believed, and that evidence had been excluded from the new trial. I'm praying that the prosecutor and judge show compassion, not only for what my father and uncle endured, but also for the fact that all of us, the family, want them home. But what would happen if the Menendez brothers' appeal is accepted? Would they be released immediately? Talia Menendez herself explained the possible scenarios on her social media. I'll tell you now. Scenario 1. The appeal is successful. and the prosecution accepts that the brothers acted in self-defense, they will still be guilty of homicide, but at a lesser degree, meaning they would be released immediately, as they have already served their time. Scenario 2. The appeal is successful, but the prosecution does not release them immediately, requiring them to spend another 3 to 5 years in prison before being freed. Scenario 3. The case goes to the parole board for further debate. According to Talia, this is not an ideal option, as it could become political, meaning external factors could influence the decision, which is risky. Scenario 4. The appeal is rejected, and nothing changes. The brothers would remain serving life sentences until new evidence is found. As you can see, there are 4 possible outcomes. The first 2 are the most positive for the brothers. A year has passed since the new evidence was presented, and the prosecution has had time to reconsider the case. With the new evidence, the Menendez brothers should have good chances, or at least many of us believe so, but no one truly knows what the prosecution's decision will be. According to Talia, we should have an answer within 60 days. She posted this message at the end of September, so by December, we should know the final decision. The Menendez case has been revived in popular culture over the past few years. Currently, a controversial Netflix series has brought the case back into the spotlight, although we agree that the show has distorted the reality of events. Ironically, Netflix will soon release a more serious documentary about the Menendez brothers, including all updates on the case. It's set to release on October 7th, shortly after this video. Either way, all this viral attention on social media has caused many people to follow the case closely. This is somewhat positive, as it puts pressure on the authorities, who at the end of the day are human and can be influenced by society. However, this has also created problems. According to Talia Menendez, the press has become aggressive, seeking out her family at home for testimonies about the case. Talia says this pressure has only complicated the legal process for her family. Talia has asked on social media for the media pressure to ease and to let her legal team work. She also mentioned that she will personally share updates when there's progress. One way or another, by December, we will finally know what will happen with the brothers. But anyway, that's all for today. If you liked the video, you would help me a lot by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also remember to subscribe because I'll be uploading more videos about your favorite movies. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.